16. You getting soft, Malika, I say to myself. It's Saturday morning, and I've been up 2 hours already writing this stuff for Miss Saunders. If Shaw or the twins knew about this, they would think I was out of my mind, doing schoolwork on the weekend, for fun. Mama's trying to work me to death today, too. She's got me washing windows and clothes and everything else. I tell her I have to do homework. That's the only thing that got me off the hook for now. So here I am, trying to think something up before I head to Shaw's. It's coming slow, but it's coming. Dear Diary, the sea is wild and mean. Water is crashing against the boat like 100 angry lions. My body is wet with sweat and throw up from the others pressing close around me like sticks of firewood. They chain us together like thieves and beat us till we bleed. I have made up my mind, though. I will show no weakness. I will be strong. Strong like the sea and the wind. Akilma. I finish writing, throw the paper in my drawer, and run out of the house. Mama don't know I'm headed for Shaw's place. She wouldn't like it. She says Shaw's sister Juju lets Shaw do anything she wants. Lets her run wild. Mama's right about that. Just before I'm about to leave, Sweets calls. She asks why I'm going to Shaw's if I'm trying to shake Shaw loose. I'm bored, I tell her. I don't want to go to the avenue or hang out here at home. Besides, Shaw asked me to come over. Her sister's got some new things. I was going to say no. Then she mentioned something about a black and gold skirt set. I can hear Sweets listening on the other end of the phone. She doesn't say much before she hangs up. I thought I would be at Shaw's by 1 o'clock. But Mama keeps finding things for me to do. I have to clean out the cabinets, sweep, and take clothes to the wash at the laundromat. I swear, Mama thinks I'm her slave. She don't even want to pay me a little something for doing so many chores. She says it's my house too, and that I should be glad to help. When 4 o'clock comes, I'm knocking on Shaw's door. Can't nobody hear me, though. The music's too loud. Some African stuff is playing. Drums are beating, singers are making animal noises. Maracas are shaking. I push open the broken screen door and go inside. Juju is jamming. Her and about 10 other people are dancing. They're rubbing up on one another. When I'm halfway across the room, a man with dreadlocks down to his belt jumps in front of me and says, "Come jam with us, little sister." Then he starts moving like he's a snake. I shake my head and run up the steps. Juju tells the dreadlock brother to turn up the music and leave me alone. The music gets louder, and so do the pots and sticks people are banging on. I'm thinking that the party's just got started, but Shaw says it's finishing up from last night. I ask her how she sleeps through all the noise. She says she ain't been to sleep yet, that she gets paid big bucks from Juju to keep glasses clean, ashtrays emptied, and food coming. I don't mind missing sleep for $100, she says, waving the money in my face. Juju parties all the time. 2-3 times a month. People come from all over to go to her parties. Shaw and I find a place to talk upstairs in one of the empty bedrooms. I told Shaw I couldn't stand being around so many strangers all the time. Shaw says I'm a wimp, that it ain't nothing for her to wake up and find somebody she ain't never seen using her bathroom 2 days after the party's done. Folks like being around Juju, she says. Don't they work? I ask. Some do, some don't, she says matter-of-factly. Juju don't care as long as they pay to get into the party. She ain't giving nobody nothing for free. I shake my head. I'm thinking, ain't no way I could live like this. Cigarette smoke burning your eyes, the house smelling like old chicken grease, strangers passed out on your living room floor. None of it bothers Shaw. As long as she's looking fine, she's all right. But today, she don't look so hot. She's got dark circles under her eyes and her hair's all over her head. You look like you've been sleeping already, I say, picking lint out of her hair. She pushes my hand away. I caught me a few winks about an hour ago. Juju didn't even miss me. If she did, I would be in real trouble. She says she don't pay me to sleep. Then Shaw lets out a giant yawn. She lays herself across the bed. I want to tell her I didn't come here to watch her sleep, but I feel sorry for her. So I just sit in the chair watching her nod off. But before Charlize can get to sleep good, Juju yells at the top of her lungs, "Charlize, what am I paying you for, girl? Get yourself down here, now." Charlize jumps up and runs down the stairs. Juju's yelling and screaming at her in front of everybody. I keep asking myself, why is Shaw taking that from her? Then I remember that Shaw hasn't got nobody but Juju. Juju is only 25. I sit upstairs by myself for a long while, too scared to go downstairs. Finally, I tell myself to get on out of there. When I do get the courage to go downstairs, it's still a madhouse. Shar's running around. People are lined up at the door trying to get in the house. Strangers are asking me where the bathroom is and how come there ain't no toilet paper. I don't tell Shar I'm going. I just walk out the door. Last I seen, Shar was rubbing her eyes and handing out drinks. Juju was shaking her hips and smoking a cigarette, yelling for somebody to turn up the music. Well, now we got a glimpse into Shar's life, and it doesn't look so good. Let's jump right into it. As soon as I get to the street, two boys I ain't never seen before start hassling me. "Hey, Beanpole," one of them says. "You mean Black Bean," his friend says. Across the street, some lady yells, "Y'all leave that girl be." That just makes those boys tease me some more. But I ignore them and keep on walking. Soon I'm halfway home. I'm getting hot, so I take my jacket off and sit myself down on the steps to cool off. Most of the houses on the block are vacant. I'm sitting on the curb imagining what this street would look like if people picked up the trash and gutted some of the buildings. Then when I look down the street, here come the two boys who were bothering me. I get up and start walking as fast as I can. I keep putting my finger in my mouth and scraping off nail polish. I cross the street even when I don't have to. They keep coming. "I like a girl with long legs," one of them says, catching up to me. "A sweet chocolate brown baby with long legs." One of the boys is wearing biker pants. He laughs and starts walking faster. I walk fast too. "Baby, baby, baby," he says. "You my kind of woman." Then he gets in front of me. His friend gets behind me. He's dressed in big drooping pants that shows his underwear. "Give me a little kiss," he says, "right here on my soft, juicy lips." His friend twists my hand behind my back. I yell for him to let go, but he doesn't. He's big. He's got muscles in his neck and everywhere else. "Give my friend a little kiss," he says, pushing me toward the other kid. I tell them to leave me alone. I tell them my dad's a cop and he will lock them up. They don't care. They're having fun. The boy with the biker pants says that if I just give him a kiss, he'll leave me be. "I want to see what you taste like," is all. "No," I yell, but nobody can hear me. Ain't nothing alive on this block except mangy cats and stray dogs, and they look like they want to jack me up too. My heart is beating so fast I can't breathe. "I ain't playing," I say, trying to pull loose from the big one with the droopy pants. "You pretty black thing," the biker pants kid says. "I ain't gonna hurt you." Then he closes in on me. Tears come running down my face. My head is shaking. My head is shaking. No, his friend is laughing and shoving me closer. I want to scratch his eyes out, only I can't get my hand loose. Next thing I know, the biker pants guy is standing over me, his breath smelling like green peppers and garlic. I'm crying, thinking what to tell Mama. She would be mad at me for walking down the street where nobody lives. I kick the guy who's holding me. He looks like he wants to scream. He lets up one of my hands for a second while he's yelling for the other kid to hurry up. I dig my nails into that other boy's stomach and hang on tight like a crab. He hits me so hard a knot starts to swell on my arm. Then he puts his hand over my mouth. My heart's about to beat me up inside. I open my mouth, grab hold of his hand with my teeth like a mad dog, and don't let go. He's trying to pull his fingers free, but he can't. He's screaming for me to let him go, but I hang on. He's punching me upside the head, screaming and punch until I finally set him free. "You black thing," he says, putting up his big fist like he wants to slam me again. My big teeth marks have left a dent in his hand. He starts loosening his belt with his good hand. "Forget it, man," the other one says. "She ain't worth it." He shoves me hard. "Next time we see you, you better run," he says. I don't give those evil kids no second chances. I run like the wind. I run and run and run until I can't breathe no more. When I'm almost home, I sit down on some steps near my house and cry. My whole body is shaking and it seems like it won't ever stop. Tears and snot are running down my face. "No more back streets, fool," I tell myself. When I'm just about home, I run into Sweets. She's headed to the corner store to buy her dad some snuff. I tell her what happened. "Please don't tell Mama," I beg. Sweets agrees. She gives a sorry look. I know she knows all this happened because I had to be around Shar, but she says she'll keep it quiet anyhow. She gives me a used tissue to wipe my face clean. I don't have no choice but to take the tissue. I can't let Mama see me like this. By the time I get home, I don't look so bad. I tell Mama that some boys was picking on me, but I don't go into no real detail. Mama studies me for a long minute. You better be careful out there, she says, setting a plate of pinto beans, rice, and pork chops down on the table. I rub my sore arm and try to scoop some beans and rice into my mouth, but my throat won't swallow them without a struggle. I ain't that hungry, I say, leaving the table before Mama can say anything. I go to my room and cry myself to sleep. Wow. Now that's just ridiculous. It's bad enough